Hello, my dear students. I welcome you to this amazing platform of PhysicsWallah English. So, guys, in today's session, we are going to start solution of triangle and also we'll be doing heights and distance. Now, this lecture is going to guarantee you 4 marks for sure in exam. You see, you will have one question either from properties of triangle or one question from heights and distance. The concept of heights and distance you already have covered in your class 10th. So there is no difference at all. We will be simply solving problems. And in properties of triangle, if you go for advanced level, there is too much to study. But if you stick to JEE main level, there are hardly 6 or 8 results that we need to remember. And if there is any problem, you see JEE main is asking exactly on those results. So we'll be covering all those results. We are going to go through all the important theoretical parts of solution of triangle. So if you watch this entire session, if you solve every single problem of this session, 4 marks is guaranteed, guys. 4 marks is definitely guaranteed. Okay, so starting with solution of triangle theoretical part. See, in JEE main, in general, they ask from sine rule, cosine rule, like sometimes they'll ask from Napier's formula or area of triangle and circumcircle, circum radius, and sometimes, like that is very rare, but sometimes they have asked from in radius also. So we are going to cover all these results. Okay, and definitely I'm not going to derive, right? Because if you want to see derivation, I already have covered these things in KVPY lectures. Okay, in KVPY trigonometry lecture, or I think in geometry lecture, I have covered all these results. KVPY geometry results. Guys, if you want to see proof of all of these, you need to refer to KVPY geometry lecture of mine in the same channel. In the same channel, you can go through the initial 30 minutes. You can check all the proofs, guys. Okay, so let's see what all results we need to remember in order to solve problems of JEE main. So first and most important is the sine rule. Now sine rule, you see, lowest of the students, they also remember sine rule, right? What does the rule says? That the sides and angle, sine of angle are in proportion. A upon sine A, B upon sine B, C upon sine C is always equal to 2R, where this capital R is circum radius. Now if you are not aware of what is circum radius, that is the circumcircle, guys. Okay, the circle which is passing through vertices of the triangle, that is the circumcircle, its center is circumcenter. Okay, and the distance from each vertex is equal. Like all these will be equal to capital R. That is the circum radius. I hope everyone is already aware of these results. Moving on, moving on to the next one, cosine formula. Right, for cos A, we'll have minus of A square. For cos B, minus of B square. For cos A, minus C square. So definitely these results you have been using many like problems. So you must be aware of it. Third one is the projection formula. B cos C. Now projection formula, like I've not seen any question based on projection formula in JEE main, but maybe it will be helpful also. So B cos C, C cos B is A, C cos A cos C is B, A cos B, B cos A is C. Now if you want to know that how do we get to prove this, see, the sine rule, cosine rule is like very frequent for you all, so that is why I have not written anything about that. But for this projection rule, see, this is also very simple. What is the convention? That small a will represent side in front of angle A, correct? This is side C, this is side B. So if this is B, so can we say that this length BD, guys, this length BD, what is this length BD? This length BD is C cos B. And what is this length DC? If this is C, so that is projection of B on this will be B cos C. So if you add it, C cos B plus B cos C, what do you get? You get A. And it's very easy to remember. You see, when you are writing side, don't consider that angle. You see, if you're writing side A, B, then angle C, C, then angle B. Very easy to memorize. Moving on, guys, moving on. Napier's formula. Now this is also important and there has been questions based on Napier result in JEE main. So highly recommended, you have to remember it. And this is also very simple to prove. You can use sine rule, guys. To prove this result, we can simply use sine rule. I'll just give you a hint. I'm not going to prove. Okay, I'm not going to waste time. I'm not going to prove anything. I will simply give you a hint. You see, in sine rule, we have written that A upon sine A is equal to B upon sine B. So can I say that sine A upon sine B? Sine A upon sine B will be equal to A upon B. Now here you use component to dividend. You can use it here. So this is like sine A plus sine B divided by sine A minus sine B is equal to A plus B divided by A minus B. And if you simplify it, use sine C plus sine D formula, sine C minus sine D formula, you will derive this final result. And this is also very easy to remember. How is it easy to remember? You see, angle B, angle C, side B, side C. Whatever order is there in between angles, the same order is being followed by sides also, right? And with cot, we have the other one, whatever is not used. Like in the second result, you see C minus A, and here we have B. So definitely not difficult to memorize. Okay, moving on. Now the half angle formula. So see, I have not seen problem again on half angle formula, but we use it. Okay, we have used it in some other chapters also. So I'll recommend that you have to remember half angle formula also. Okay, and these all results are derived using cosine rule. All these results of half angle formula we derive using cosine rule. In cosine rule, what do we do? Cos A is given, so we write 1 plus cos A, and then we use this result that S is semi-perimeter. From there we derive. Okay, you see cos A. What is cos A? Cos A is B square plus C square minus A square divided by 2BC. So we can write 1 plus cos A will be equal to 1 plus B square C square minus A square divided by 2BC. So this 1 plus cos A becomes 2 cos square A by 2. So if you expand that, if you write 4-5 steps, you will get to see all these things, right? 1 minus cos A for sin A by 2, 1 plus cos A for cos A by 2. All these results you need to remember. Write these all, and you have to remember. And see, these are so easy to remember. It's very easy to correlate one result with the other. You see, when you are remembering sine, what is sin A by 2? So we have, if you are using angle A, it is BC. S minus B, S minus C divided by side BC. If it is cos A by 2, this is S minus C divided by BC. So when we divide them, this becomes what? S minus B, S minus C divided by S into S minus A. Now, using Heron's formula of delta, what is the area of triangle, guys? Area of triangle, we know that it is S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. This is the formula for area of triangle. So we can convert these results in form of delta also. Especially for tan, you have to remember, because in exams they have given problems where we have to use delta formula in form of tan. See how it is this. So tan A by 2 is S minus B, S minus A divided by S minus A. In this result, guys, if you multiply by S minus A and S, so what will this become? Numerator in this result, guys. In this, I am talking about this result. In this result, if you multiply by square root of S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C divide by, this will be square root of S minus A into S. This will become whole square. So what is numerator? It is delta. So we get this result, delta upon S minus A. Or if you remember, if you multiply S minus B, S minus C in denominator, then it will become S minus B, S minus C by delta. The same thing is equivalent to, or we can write this as S minus B, S minus C divided by delta. We can use in result, depends on what information is being given. Okay, so remember all these 9 results. Especially I'll recommend remember tan in forms of delta. It is important. Okay, moving on. Now area formula. The first Heron's formula that you have studied in class 9th. Okay, delta is equal to S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. The second formula, you see, it is sides multiplied by adjacent sides multiplied by the angle contained between them. You are already aware of. So side BC, sine of A, side CA, sine of B, side AB, sine of C. Or if you have idea about the length of perpendicular, that is it, half AP1, half AP2, BP2, half CP3, where P1, P2, P3 are altitudes. Okay, very, very simple results you have to remember. Moving on. Now radius of the circumcircle, guys. You see, we can derive the result here. Radius of circus in circle, C. So in this triangle, just look at this triangle. In this triangle, guys, in this triangle, if this is R and this is circumcenter, okay. So if this is angle A, how much is angle this? That is also angle A, guys. This particular angle is also A. right? In this triangle, just look into this triangle. If this is angle A, this will be 2A, so half of it is angle A. Now if this whole thing is side A, then this length, guys, what will be this length? This length will be equal to A by 2. This particular length BD will be equal to A by 2. So now we can use the formula, right? What will be sine A? Sine A will be equal to perpendicular, which is A upon 2, hypotenuse R. So you can see we get A upon sine A is equal to 2R, and that we had derived already. Okay, that result I've shown you in the first slide. A upon sine A is equal to 2R. You have to remember this as well. Okay. So if it is A upon sine A, definitely it will be equal to A by 2 sine A, B by 2 sine B, C by 2 sine C, and also equal to ABC by 4 delta. Now this is also very, very important. Remembering circum radius in form of delta is very, very important. And how do we get this? That is also like easy to derive. See, we have written that R is equal to A upon 2 sine A, right? What is delta? Delta is area bounded, which is half BC sine A. So from here I can find sine A. Guys, what will be sine A? It will be 2 delta divided by B into C. Just use this result here. So this will be equal to A upon twice of, replace sine A here. So it will be 2 delta divided by BC. So that is ABC divided by 4 delta. That's it. That is the result, ABC divided by 4 delta. So I hope you have understood this. Okay. Remember all these results. Very, very simple to remember. And see, this intuition that what formula we have to use, you'll get it when you see the problem. Because the data will be so clearly given, sides are given, like angles are given, all the relevant things you can always like extract and you can use the formula. Fine. In JEE main level, they don't ask any difficult problem at all. Consider in this SOT section. Okay, moving on, guys. So one more formula, which is radius of the incircle. Now incircle is, now this is rare, right? I have not seen any question based on incircle, but still you have to know the formula. Okay, because there are chances. Because see, they have been asking 2R, like the result where R and small r are related. Okay, so what is the result? What is the result? Incircle, which is the point of intersection of all angle bisectors. So this is the formula that R is either delta by S. Then we can use delta formula. It converts to this S minus A tan A by 2, tan B by 2, tan C by 2, or 4R sin A by 2, sin B by 2, sin C by 2. Okay, this is the relation which you have to remember, because in like previous years they have asked about relation between R and capital R. Okay, so this result is very, very important to remember, that R is equal to 4R sin A by 2, sin B by 2, sin C by 2. Right? You have to remember it. One thing you can see, if the triangle is equilateral, okay, if triangle is equilateral, in that case, what will happen? You see 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. It all sine will become 1 by 2 here, sin A by 2, sin B by 2, sin C by 2. So your R will be equal to 2R. For equilateral triangle, R will be equal to 2R, and in general, remember, in general, this capital R is always greater than equal to 2R. Remember this result. You might have direct problem on these two results. You have to remember it. Fine. Moving on. Now, there has been questions where they have asked about the inscribed and ascribed polygon. Okay, so suppose here we have taken the case of inscribed in circle of radius R. So there is a polygon, regular polygon is given, which is being inscribed in a polygon of radius R. So guys, what we can do, we need to find out A in terms of R. Fine. So here what we can say, see, this is length A by 2, because it will bisect, right? This overall angle for one side, okay, for one side this overall angle will be 2 pi by n, but that altitude is going to bisect that angle as well. It will bisect that side and angle also. So this is pi by n, this angle is also pi by n. Both these angles are pi by n, pi by n. So this length is a by 2, and this is radius of that circumcircle. Polygon is inscribed. So we can find side, guys. What is sine pi by n here? Sine theta will be equal to perpendicular, which is a by 2, and this radius, hypotenuse, which is r. So what is that side A? It is 2r times sine pi by n. And this section is so easy that even if you forget the result, it takes seconds to derive. So I'm not going to emphasize on the word that remember it. No. If you forget it, it will take seconds to derive. But it's better if you remember. Okay. So one type where we have inscribed, this is the relation we got, 2r sine pi by n or 2h sine pi by n. You can find area, you can find perimeter, right? The second type where it is ascribed. So if that polygon is scribing some circle. So now in this second case, this is the radius r, angle will remain same, pi by n. Now this time, again the bisection will take place, it is a by 2. So what is the difference here? This time we have to use tan. Like tan theta, tan pi by n will be equal to perpendicular, which is a by 2. And what is that base? It is r, where r is the radius of circle being that circle which is touching that side, or we can say the polygon which is ascribing some circle. Okay, so a by 2r. So what is r, guys? What is r? Sorry, what is a now? A will be equal to 2r tan pi by n, right? 2r sine pi by n in case of if polygon is inscribed, and if it is ascribed, it is 2r tan pi by n. So we had problems in JEE mains also, which were directly asked from these two formulas, right? So I hope it is very easy to understand and easy to memorize also. So remember it also. Okay, and so today's lecture will be about discussion of two topics. One being properties of triangle. The second one is heights and distance. Now heights and distance, you will see only two terms always. Only two terms. What is that? The one is angle of angle of elevation and angle of depression. So suppose this is source and you are looking at some point P. Okay. So this from point O, if you are looking at point P, so for that this angle alpha. Okay, let me use some other color. This angle alpha, guys, this will be angle of elevation. This is the angle of elevation. Okay, and from point P, if you are looking at point O, so this angle beta will be angle of depression. This QPO will be angle of depression. Clear? For point O, if you are looking at point P, this angle alpha is angle of elevation, and from point P, if you are looking at O, this beta becomes angle of depression. It's very easy to differentiate between these two, and you are going to deal with only these two terms in all the problems of heights and distance. Basically, you have to draw a triangle and you have to implement 9th class geometry. That is not difficult at all, right? These questions, be it from solution of triangle or from heights and distance, this is going to be like a bonus for you, right? It's a gift for you. These questions are gift for you. If you don't score in these type of questions, then you don't deserve to get selected, because the questions are always easy. And if you are not doing smart preparation, then I don't consider that you are going to make it to any exam, right? It's not always about hard work. It is about smart work also. And these are the chapters which we have to definitely solve, because it takes least effort, and they will provide maximum output. You solve complex number 500 problems. They might frame a problem where you will get stuck, but from this chapter, they are not going to do so. Okay, so let's start solving problems. Let's solve some PYQs and some extra problems also. Okay, guys, so I'll start with first SOT problems. So the first question, you see, this was in 2021. Sin A upon sin B, this is given. ABC angles of triangle. Okay, now just look at the expression. This is sin A, sin C minus B. Now in the triangle, A plus B plus C is what? It is pi. So I can replace A with pi minus B plus C. Now if I take sine both the sides, so sin A is equal to sin pi minus theta. And we know that sine pi minus theta is sine theta. So this sine pi minus b plus c will be equal to sine b plus c. So this is going to be equal to sine b plus c. Now replace it. So in this result, guys, in this, sine a will be replaced by sine b plus c. This sine b will be replaced by sine a plus c. And this is equated to sine a minus c divided by sine c minus b. Right? That's it. That's it. Now cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, you see you have sine c plus b into sine c minus b. That is the formula we already are aware of. Sine c plus b into sine c minus b, what is it? This will give you sine square c minus sine square b is equal to, now multiply these two. So sine square a minus sine square c. So we get twice of sine square c is equal to sine square a plus sine square b. And what do we know? See, we need relation between sides, and we have got relation between sine of these angles, and we have a direct result which gives us relation between these two. And what is that? That is the sine rule. What does it say? That a by sine a is equal to b upon sine b is equal to c upon sine c is equal to 2r. So I'll replace sine a with a by 2r, sine b with b by 2r, and sine c with c by 2r. So if you replace it, that's it. You guys, you see, this will be 2 c square divided by 4r square is equal to, this is equal to a square divided by 4r square, this is b square divided by 4r square. So 4r square can be cancelled out. So we can see here 2c square is equal to a square plus b square. 2c square equal to a square plus b square. What does it mean? That a square, c square, b square are in AP. So c square, this second result will be correct. B square, c square and a square are in AP. Clear? You see, this they have asked based on sine rule, and this is 2021 question. Right? And similar problems, there are many similar problems in 2021, in 2020 also. This easy, with this easy concept. That is why I'm saying that this chapter is a gift for you. You have to score. Okay, let's solve next one. If in a triangle ABC, AB is 5 units and angle B is given and radius of the circumcircle is 5. So what all information is given? If this is triangle ABC, this is triangle ABC. Okay, so side AB is given. So this is side C, this is side B, this is side A. Right? Angle B is known. So what is it? What is it? Cos B. Cos B is known as 3 by 5. We have information about cos B, which is 3 by 5, right? So we can write sin B also. What will be sin B? It will be 4 by 5. What else we know? Side C, which is AB, is 5. Side C is known. Okay. Circum radius is known also, capital R. What is capital R? Capital R is how much? It's 5. So what is being asked? Find area. What we can do? We can find out. See, area. To find out area, we have sin B given. So I can find out A. If I can find A, then A into C sin B will be area of the triangle. Right? So I need to find sides. So how to do that? You see B upon sin B. B upon sin B will be how much? It will be 2R. B upon sin B is going to be 2R. What is side B? It's unknown. Sin B is known. It is 4 by 5. Is 2R. What is 2R? 2R is 10. So side B we get it equal to 8. So side B we have, side C is known, right? Side B is known now. Side C is also known. So can we find out sin C? Can we find out sin C? Or what we can do? We have side B, we have side C. So using cosine formula, we can find out the remaining side. Using cosine formula. So what is cos B? Cos B will be equal to A square C square minus B square divided by 2AC. We can use this and we can find out the remaining side. So what is cos B? 3 by 5. A square is unknown, right? A square is unknown. Clear? A is unknown, right? We have A unknown, right? So A square plus C square. C is how much? 5. So 25 minus B square. What is B? B is 8. So 64. Divide by twice of A into C. So C is how much? C is 5. So this 5 will cancel out, right? So 3 to 6, 6A. So this is 6A is equal to A square minus, this is 25 minus 64, how much it is? This is 25 minus 64, this is 9 and 3, right? Minus 39, right? Minus 39. So we have got a quadratic, guys. This is A square minus 6A is equal to 39. So we can find out side A from here. It's very simple to find out. What we can do here, we can write this is A minus 3 whole square, right? I need to add 9, subtract 9. So 39 minus plus 9 will be equal to 48, right? This is A square minus 6A. So minus 6A, so I will add 9 both the sides. This is what it will become. So what will be value of A minus 3? It will be equal to plus minus. Obviously it cannot be minus, right? Because minus 4 that will become negative. So it has to plus root 48. Root 48 will be equal to 4 root 3. So A is equal to 4 root 3 plus 3. So now we have side A, we have side C, and sine B is known. So area will be equal to half A into C into sine B. That's all. Right? We found out all the sides, and see, there is nothing difficult to think. Right? They have given information so clearly. If you have circum radius, I can find sides. And this was intuition from the first moment that we need to find out all the sides if you want area, because the information given can be utilized in that way, right? So we got all the sides and now we can find out area. Clear? Let's solve next. Okay. So the question is, in triangle ABC, the length of sides AC and AB, okay, are 12 and 5 centimeter. If the area of triangle ABC is 30, right? Area is ABC is 30. Fine. You see area of triangle ABC. So ABC is 30. So AB and AC. So what we can write? Half of, right? Delta is given 30. Let's see, with help of delta, can we find out any angle? So half of 12 into 5. Now this is side AC and AB. So what will be between AC and AB? This is ABC. AC and AB will be sine A. So into sine A. Half AB adjacent sides AB into AC into sine A is equal to delta 30. Guys, do you see what is going to happen? Sine A becomes 1. So angle A is pi by 2. Right? We got angle A equal to pi by 2. So once we have got angle equal to pi by 2, the calculation will become easier. Right? Now what next to be done? Capital R and R are radius of circumcircle and incircle. Then value of 2R plus R. You see, this time they definitely have asked question from circum radius and in radius also, right? So how to find out? To find out circum radius, guys, we have two sides. Now we know that angle A is pi by 2, right? So this is angle A, B and C. So AC, this is 12, AB is 5, so this will be 13. Now we can find out everything, right? What is circum radius? Circum radius. What is circum radius? Circum radius will be R is equal to, the circum radius will be half of that hypotenuse, right? The half of hypotenuse is circum radius, guys. If you draw a circumcircle and this is 90, then BC will be what? BC will be diameter. So circum radius will be equal to 13 by 2. We got circum radius value. Now what is in radius? We know the formulas, right? We know the formulas. So R is equal to, we can use delta upon S result. Delta upon S. On what delta? What is it? Delta is S into, what is S for, guys? What is value of S? So S is 12, 5, 17, 17, 13, 30 divided by 2. S is 15. Semi-perimeter is 15. So delta will be equal to how much? Delta will be equal to S 15. 15 minus 5, 10. 15 minus 13, 2. 15 minus 12, 3. Divide by S is equal to 15. So what is it? R will be equal to, this is 15 into 10. This is 150 into 2. 300 into 3, 900. So 30. So R will be equal to 2. So capital R 13 by 2 and R equal to 2. Now you can find whatever is required. You see, the questions are so direct. What was difficult here? I'll tell you what is difficult here. Remembering this result. If you don't remember the result, then you will get stuck, because it's not so simple to derive the result on spot always. And if you are that brilliant, you are never going to forget these results. Okay, so let's solve next one. So let a right angle triangle, the smallest angle be theta. Okay, so let's draw a right angle triangle. So suppose this is A, B and C. Let's say this is smallest angle theta. Okay, found by taking the if a triangle is found by taking the reciprocal of its sides, that is also right angle triangle. Now, so here side C is greatest, so side C will become least, and A was least, so 1 by A will become greatest. Okay, this is how it will work. Fine. If you have taken reciprocal of sides, that is also right angle triangle. So this is how you are going to write it, because it's given that C is greatest. Now 1 by C will be least, because we are taking reciprocal. Now what is next? Sine theta we have to find out, guys. We have to find out sine theta. So it's not difficult at all. You see, there is some calculation. This is theta, this is 90 minus theta. Fine. So in this triangle, in the second triangle, we have 1 by A square is equal to 1 by B square plus 1 by C square. Correct? So this is 1 by A square is equal to B square plus C square divided by B square into C square. Right? Now we can write all these sides in terms of theta. How? You see, in this triangle, can I say that A upon sine theta is going to be equal to, is going to be upon sine 90 minus theta, will become cos theta is equal to C upon sine 90, which is 1. So I can replace, let's say this is equal to some constant k. That 2r I am taking as k. That 2r value I am taking it as equal to k. So I can replace A with k sine theta. So 1 upon sine square theta is equal to B square. What is B square? B will be cos square theta. K will cancel out definitely. What is C? C is only, this will be k square, which is cancelled out. B square plus C square. B square into C square. So B is cos square into sine square. This is cos square theta into sine square theta. Clear? Is it clear? Like 1 upon sine square theta, cos square theta, sine square theta. So what exactly is happening here? You see, sine square is going to get cancelled. Right? I hope the calculations are all correct. This is 1 by A square is equal to B square. So A upon sine theta, B upon cos 90 minus sine 90 minus theta. Fine. So B square will be cos square theta, and C square will be, okay, this is C square, no, that is what I wrote wrong. So let me correct it. It is only cos square theta into 1. Right? Here it will be cos square theta into 1. Now let's simplify it. Okay, so if you take LCM here, this is cos square. So cos square theta is equal to 1 plus cos square theta into sine square theta. Correct? 1 plus cos square theta into sine square theta. Now in the problem, what they have asked, sine theta is equal to what? So to find sine theta, I need to form a, like I can see here that I can form a biquadratic in sine, so I need to do that. So I can write cos square theta is 1 minus sine square. Okay, is equal to, this will be 2 minus sine square into sine square. Let's take sine theta as t. Let's consider sine theta is some t. So you have 1 minus t square is equal to 2t square minus 2t square minus t power 4. So we get this equation, t power 4 minus 3t square plus 1 equal to 0. Now t sine, remember t sine. So from here, what will be t square? It will be 3 plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, right? Now obviously we cannot take 3 plus root 5. Why? Because 3 plus root 5 is 3 plus root 5. Root 5 is 2 point something, right? So 3 plus 2, 5. 5 point something by 2. It will exceed 1. T cannot be, t square cannot exceed 1 because t sine theta. So from here we have only t square equal to 3 minus root 5 by 2, which we can also write as, this we can write 3 minus root 5 by 2. So we can write, guys, this as root 5 minus 1 whole square divided by 4. You can see root 5 square 5 plus 1 6 minus 2 root 5. So what will be t? T will be root 5 minus 1 divided by 2. B1. Right? This was calculative, guys. This was calculative. This was like I can consider it to be slightly difficult, and obviously out of all the shifts there will be some like some shift where you will have such type of problems, right? But again, that is very rare. See, this was not difficult. This was only calculative. Not a single part of this problem is difficult. You only have to keep calculating. That's all. Clear? Let's solve next one. Okay. So, as per the question here, with the usual notations, a triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B is 120. A is given, B is given. Okay, we have to find out the ratio of angles. So guys, A plus B is given, and side A and side B is given. So what all informations like we have, and what should we start with? So if I see, like I have angle C information. What is angle C? It is equal to 60 degree, right? And side AB is given. But I think if I do the calculation, or let's find out side C also. It's not difficult to find out side C. Let's find out side C. What will be cos of C? B square, A square minus C square divided by, it will be 2AB, right? We are going to use the cosine rule here. So cos C will be equal to cos 60 out. What is it? It's 1 by 2 is equal to B square. What is B square? You square it. 3 plus 1, 4 minus 2 root 3, and that will get cancelled out with A square. So 4 plus 4 minus C square divided by 2AB. Now what is A into B? Root 3 plus 1, root 3 minus 1, it is 2. So this 2 also cancels out. So C square, see this is 2, right? This is 448. So C square will be how much? A into B is 2. A into B is 2. So this 2 cancels out. So this is 2. So 448, 8 minus 2, 6. So C is equal to root 6. So we got side C also, right? We have got side C also. So we have all the sides now. Now what we can do? We need to find out angle A divided by angle B. What is A is to B ratio? Now for that, guys, what we can find out? We can find out, see, we already have side C. So we can find out one other angle, right? So we can use, what we should use here? We can use sine rule. B upon sine B is equal to C upon sine C. I can write this. B upon sine B is equal to C upon sine C. So what is B? It is unknown. B is known, sorry. What is B? B is root 3 minus 1. Divided by sine B is unknown. What is C? C is root 6, which I can write root 2 into root 3. Divided by sine C. Now what is sine C? Sine C, sine 60. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. It is root 3 by 2. Root 3 will cancel out. So guys, can you see that sine B we are getting as root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2. So what is this? What angle is this? 15 degree. This is sine B is 15 degree. Right? Root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2 will be 15 degree. So this is B angle we got. Angle B is 15. So angle B is 15. Angle C is 60. So what is angle A? What is angle A? What is angle A? B plus C. This is 60 plus 15, 75. It will be 105. So they have asked what is the ratio of A to B. So A to B, this is 7:3. 7:3 will be your answer. Is it correct? 7 is to, okay, sorry, B is to, A is to B. They have asked A is to B, so it will be 7:1. Option is correct. Clear? So in solution of triangle, this is what matters most, that how well you are able to read the data. Right? I could see that I have all the information given, and see the data given was such that the calculation of C, it did not take time at all. That is what you have to search for. Okay? So we got angle C, and then we have utilized it to get the other angles also. So I hope the result is clear. We can solve the same problem using Napier's formula also. Right? This is like a homework for you. Try this question with help of Napier's result. You can use Napier's formula as we have AB. So you can write tan A minus B by 2 is equal to A minus B upon A plus B. You will also get the same result from Napier's formula also. Try it on your own, guys. Try it on your own. But But I think this will be more efficient. It's not about solving problem, right? Because in SOT, almost every formula is interrelated. So it might happen that you can solve one question with the help of multiple results, but not every formula is going to take same time. And what is our main purpose? We have to solve, but we have to be efficient also. Okay. Moving on. So this is quite famous. Like this question has been there in JEE mains at least 4 or 5 times. Right, you heard it right. 4 or 5 times similar problem. They have been given this question in advance also. Like initially it was asked in advance, then it appeared in JEE main also. So let's solve it. B plus C by 11, C plus D, the ratio is given, and we have to find out what is alpha, beta, gamma. Basically, we have to find out cos A, cos B, cos C. So what we can do? We can write that all these things is equal to some K. Right? The proportion, let it be equal to K. So from here, we'll have B plus C equal to 11K. A plus C will be equal to 12K and A plus B is equal to 13K. So if you solve all three, can I say that A will be equal to how much? Like if I say that A is 7K, B is 6K and C is 5K, it will work. Either you solve or you can directly visualize it. Like A plus B, A plus C, 5K, correct? So this is the relation between ABC and that constant parameter K. So we got ABC value now. So if we have ABC in terms of K, we can find out each angle, guys. What is cos A? So cos A will be equal to B square plus C square. So 6K square, 36K square plus C square, 49K square minus, sorry, cos A we are finding. So B square plus C square. So it is equal to 25K square. Let me correct it. This is 25K square. Okay, this 25K square, right? This is 36K square plus 25K square minus 49K square. Divide by twice of this will be B into C. So 6K, 30K square. This is value of cos A. So simplified. So 30K square will cancel out. So 36 plus 25, this 61. 61 minus 14, 12. So this is 12 divided by 60, which is 1 upon 5. So cos A result we got it. 36 plus 25, 61. For then 12 we got value of cos A. So if we have cos A, we can find out, right? We got cos equal to 1 by 5. Now we can find out cos B also. What will be value of cos B? So cos B will be equal to A square plus C square. So I'm going to write directly. Cos B will be equal to, this is 49 plus 25 minus, this is A B square 36 divide by twice of A into C. So 7 into 5, 35. So what is it? 49 plus 25. It is 25 minus 11. So this is 38, right? 25 minus 36 minus 11. 49 minus 11, 38. So this comes out to be 19 by 35. Right? Cos B is 19 by 35. Cos C also let's find out. What is cos C? So cos C will be equal to A square plus B square minus C square. So 49 plus 36, that is 4th is 85. 85 minus 25. What is it? 85 minus 25, 60. Divide by twice of A into B. So 42. So this is 30. Then this is 10. This is 5, 7. So cos C is 5 upon 7. Now we need to write it in this form. Cos A upon A is equal to cos B upon B is equal to cos B C upon some value C. So to write in that form, what result we can use? You see cos A is 1 by 5. So can I say that cos A by 7? You see cos A by 7 will become 1 by 35. Cos A by 7 will become 1 by 35. Cos B is 19 by 35. So can I say that cos B by 19 is also 1 by 35? Then cos C is equal to 5 upon 7. So if I multiply 5 both the sides, so what can I say? This will be equal to cos C upon, I need to multiply by 25. And all these will be equal to 1 by 35. And that is what we had to do. So cos A, what is that alpha, beta, gamma? 7, 19, 25. D is the correct option. So again it is calculative but not difficult. And this is not, this is the problem which has got repeated multiple number of times. So I hope you have definitely understood this. Okay, moving on. Okay guys, so let's solve this question now. So in a triangle, the sum of lengths of two sides is x, a plus b is x, and the product of this length of the same two sides, a into b, is given y. And we have x square minus c square also equal to y, right? C is the length of the third side, then the circum radius of the triangle. Circum radius of triangle we have to find out. So based on this info, like let's solve for cos C, because it looks like there is some a plus b, ab given, so there might be some direct value calculation possible. So what is cos C? Cos C will be equal to a square plus b square minus c square divided by 2ab. So a square plus b square will be equal to what? It is a plus b whole square minus 2ab, and c square I can replace with x square minus y. So this will become minus x square plus y, right? I can replace c square with x square minus y. This is what it will become. What is a plus b? And twice of a into b, what is a into b? It is y again. So a plus b is x minus 2ab, which is minus 2y. Okay, and then again minus x square plus y divided by 2y. This comes out to be minus half. X square cancel out, we get minus half. You see how easily we got it. Cos C is minus half. So what is angle C? So angle C must be, this is pi minus 120 degree, right? C is 120 degree. So the moment we got C, the job is done. Why? Because you can see answer is in terms of C. So what is R? 2R. 2R is C upon sine C. So 2R is equal to C upon sine 120. What is sine 120? Sine 60. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So this is root 3 by 2. So 2 cancels out and we get R equal to C upon root 3. How simple is this? B is the correct option. The similar problem was asked in JEE Advanced also, but they had asked in a different way. The data was exact same, but what they had asked did not finish at this calculation of C. There was something else to be calculated. And that is the beauty, guys. That's, you see, the JEE Advanced problems, that is why you must solve, because either exactly similar or like something identical you will find in your JEE main exam. Clear? So I hope you have understood the solution. Let's solve next one. Okay. So now we are starting with some previous year heights and distance problem. Okay. So the first one is that a vertical pole fixed to the horizontal ground is divided in the ratio. So this is suppose vertical pole 3:7. So this is, let's say, 3x, 7x. By a mark on it with lower part shorter than the upper part, if the two parts obtain equal angles at a point on the ground 18 meter away from the base. So if this is theta, this is also theta. This is what it is being said. Then the height of the pole is equal to. So basically we have to find out 7 plus 3, 10x height. And what is this length given? It is 18, right? It is 18, right? At ground 18 meter away. So that's all, right? In all problems related to heights and distance, the most important thing is drawing diagram. And after that, it is simple trigonometry. So what do you want to see? Like what do you want to use here? Just tan theta. So in the triangle tan theta, we can write tan theta will be equal to 3x upon 18. And what is tan 2 theta? Tan 2 theta will be equal to 7 3 10x perpendicular divided by base, which is if you divide, it is 5x by 9, correct? And this is x by 6. So we have tan theta, we have tan 2 theta. To find out that height, we need x. And you see how easily we can relate tan 2 theta. Tan 2 theta will be 2 tan theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta. This is equal to 5x by 9. Tan theta is known, guys, it is x by 6. So twice of x by 6 divided by 1 minus x square divided by 36, right? Is equal to 5x divided by 9. So this is 1 minus tan square theta. So this 2 into 3, right? This will be x by 3, and we can cancel out this x also and this as well. This will be 5 by 3. So now if you cross multiply, so this is the 3 is equal to 5 minus 5x square divided by 36. Right, 5 minus 5x square divided by 36, this is 3. So how much it is? This is 5x square divided by 36 is equal to 5 minus 3, 2. So x is equal to, this is 36 into 2, 72. So under root of 72 divided by 5. This is x. So what is that overall height? That height will be, this height h is equal to 10 into x. So this x you substitute it here and you can calculate it. See how easy was this? It was only about drawing diagram. Right? If you have idea about what is angle of elevation, depression, like what exactly to match with, there are very simple problems. Okay, this is a 9th class geometry problem. Let's solve next one. Like it's a kind of fixed variety with like JEE mains. Okay, so this question is again from SOT. For a regular polygon, let R and R be the radius of the inscribed, and a false statement among the following is. Okay, so what is R, guys? R was, let R and R be the radius of inscribed and circumscribed. So when inscribed is there, R was equal to what? This R, or we remember the length A. So what used to be that length A? That length A was equal to, length A is equal to 2R sine pi by n. Okay, and for ascribed it was 2R tan pi by n. So this is R, right? Inscribed is small r and ascribed is R. So what is that, like which one of these will be false? Clear? Let R and R be the radius of inscribed. Inscribed, regular polygon is inscribed. So I think this is correct, right? If it is inscribed, it will be R. This is inscribed, right? If it is ascribed or circumscribed, it is 2R tan pi by n, right? Okay, this time this is opposite, guys. This is opposite because they are talking about inscribed circle, not polygon. So when circle is inscribed, right? When circle is inscribed, this will be exactly opposite. You see, when circle is inscribed in the polygon, then what used to be value of A? The value of A will be, value of A when it is inscribed, it is 2R. When the circle is inscribed, A will be equal to 2R tan pi by n. And when circle is ascribed, so that's A will be equal to 2R sine pi by n. Right? So if you divide it, what do you get? R by R. This will cancel out. R by R will be equal to what? This is cancelling out. So R upon R, because in each we have to comment about R upon capital R. So when you divide these two, tan pi by n, sine pi by n. So this is equal to sine pi by n will cancel out, and this will be equal to cos pi by n. Right? This will be equal to cos pi by n. So false statement. Now which one of these will be false statement? You see, R by R will be equal to 1 by 2. Possible, right? This is possible because if you put n equal to how much? Cos 60, this is possible. Even this is also possible. Root 3 by 2, this is also possible. But this is not possible. Why? Because n is what? N is integer. Guys, n is integer. Integer means the sides of the polygon. See, what is this n representing? It is representing number of sides. It has to be some integer, but for 2 by 3, we don't have n as any integer at all. So this will be the false statement. Rest all are possible. This is for n equal to 3, n equal to 4, n equal to 6. But this one will not have any integral value of n possible. Clear? I hope the funda is clear. Let's solve next one. So two poles AB of length a meter and CD of length a plus b meters are erected at the same horizontal level with bases at B and D. Okay, so something like this. So this is A and this is A plus B. Something like this. Right? So let's give the other data also. AB and CD. So this is AB and B and D are what? Bases. So this is AB and this is CD. So length of AB is A, length of CD is A plus B. So that is what we have drawn. Now the length BD is said as X. This length BD is given as X. Fine. Length BD is given X. What is next? Tan ACB is 1 by 2. Tan ACB. Guys, tan ACB. This angle, this theta. Tan of ACB. So what is tan theta? Tan theta is given as 1 by 2. Clear? So what is it that we have to find out? We have to find out relation between x. We have to find out basically a quadratic here. So if this is theta, let's say this is angle phi. Okay, this is theta, this is angle phi, right? So what will be if this is theta, this is phi? So what can I say here in this triangle? What will be tan phi? Guys, what will be tan phi? Tan phi here will be equal to perpendicular divided by this perpendicular divided by base a plus b, right? Tan phi will be equal to perpendicular x divided by a plus b. Now this is theta, right? This is theta, and tan theta is already known. Guys, what is tan theta? Tan theta is equal to 1 by 2. Fine. Now in that triangle, okay, in that triangle, if I draw this, if I draw particular this one, so in this triangle, you see guys, this is 90 minus theta plus phi, right? This will be x and this will be b. If I construct this, now for that if I use tan, so guys, what will be, now for this, what will be tan? Tan of 90 minus theta plus phi. What is this going to be equal to? Perpendicular b divided by x, right? I have completed this rectangle here. So this is theta phi, overall angle will be 90. So the other angle will be 90 minus theta plus phi. So that is equal to perpendicular b divided by x. So tan 90 minus theta plus phi, what is it? Cot theta plus phi. So cot theta plus phi is equal to b by x. So we can write tan theta plus phi is equal to x upon b. Now we can expand this. Once you expand, this is equal to tan theta plus tan phi divided by 1 minus tan phi into tan theta is equal to x by b. And now only calculation is meant to be done because you have tan phi and tan theta known. Tan theta you will replace with 1 by 2, tan phi you will replace with x upon a plus b, and then you can calculate. So calculate it and mark your answer of the in the given options. You see, again the problem, the option was looking difficult. The option was like very horrible here because what type of quadratic is this? But you see the method here, 4 lines, that's all. And this is the level, this is the special level of every single heights and distance problem in the paper. You have to solve it because this is not 12th, this is 9th class. Let's solve the next one, guys. The pole stands vertical. A pole stands vertically inside a triangular park ABC. Okay, this is ABC. So this is some vertical park ABC. ABC. Okay, so pole stands vertically inside a triangular park ABC. Let the angle of elevation of the top of the pole from each corner of the park be pi by 3. Okay. If this radius of the circle of triangle ABC is 2, height the pole is, right? So I think they have forgotten to mention it. It will be from the center. It will be from the center. So there is a pole which is standing vertically. Now what is given? Each corner the angle is pi by 3. Fine. The radius of the circumcircle is 2. So if I join it, and if I join this also, so this particular angle is given pi by 3, which is 60 degree. And this length is also given. What is it? This length is also given. What is it? This length is 2. This length is 2. Right? This lies at the center. This is the center of that triangle. The center of the triangle. So this is 2. What are they asking? Height of the pole. Like, can anything be easier than this? This will be right angle. Right? This is right angle. This is h. So what you should use? This is cos 60. Sorry, this is not cos. This we can use tan 60. Tan 60 will be equal to perpendicular divided by base, that is 2. So h will be equal to tan 60 is root 3. 2 root 3. There is nothing here. This is so simple. That pole is lying in the center. So the line joining base, that base of the pole will be what? It will be circum radius, that is capital R. So answer will be 2 root 3, B option. Like how simple is this? Is nothing in this problem. And this is the level, guys. This is the level which you will see in exam. Okay, moving on. So much of English in these type of question we'll always have. A man is observing from the top of a tower a boat speeding towards the tower from a certain point A. Okay, suppose this is tower. Okay, angle of depression of the boat with the man's eye is 30 degree. Okay, so if I draw these two, fine. After sailing for 20 towards the base of the tower, the boat has reached a point B where the angle of depression is 45. So this is the scene here, right? So this will be equal to 30 degree and this is 45 degree. Fine. Now what else is given? After sailing for 20 seconds, the angle of then the time taken by the boat from B to reach the base of the tower is okay. So we have to find out time in which it reaches from B to C, and they have nothing mentioned about what if it is only given that is uniform speed. The speed is constant. Fine. So this is 45. So if this is H, this will be H, right? This will be something X. Let's say the length AB is X. So what is tan 30? Tan 30 is equal to X upon X plus H. So we got this relation. Tan 30 is how much? Tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. So X plus H will be equal to root 3H. So we have X equal to root 3 minus 1 times H. We have this relation known. Okay, we have this relation known between X and H. What is next? This is the time taken. What is speed here? What will be speed? Let's say the speed is V. So B is equal to distance upon time. So distance is X, time is 20. Distance is X, time is 20, which is 20 seconds. So X is equal to how much? Root 3 minus 1H. So velocity is here is root 3 minus 1 divided by 20. So we got this V. Okay. Now they are asking that what is the time required to travel to BC, from B to C. So we have this speed. So what is the time required? Time will be equal to, time will be equal to what? Time will be equal to distance upon velocity. What is that distance? BC, it is H, and V is root 3 minus 1 into H into 20. So H will cancel out. So 20 upon root 3 minus 1 will be the time required, right? And I think you can factorize this, you can rationalize this. Root 3 plus 1, root 3 plus 1. So you get as 10 times root 3 plus 1. This will be your answer. C is the correct answer. So again, this question was all about drawing diagram properly. That is all. Okay. Let's solve next one. The angle of elevation of a jet plane from a point A on the ground is 60 degree. Okay. So let's draw it. This is the base we have. So the angle of elevation of a jet plane from a point A on the ground is 60 degree. After a flight of 20 seconds at the speed of 4.2, the angle of elevation changes to 30 degree. Okay. Suppose initially this was jet, right? This was here, and the angle of elevation was how much? It was 60 degree. This is point A, and that is the position of jet. Okay, at some height h. At some height h. Now what next? After a flight of 20 seconds at the speed of 432 km per hour, the angle of elevation changes to 30 degree. So at some distance, okay, now this angle of elevation will change to 30 degree, right? Suppose this is the point. This will change to 30 degree. And you can see it is maintaining constant height, then its height h. So we have to find out what is that height h. So simple. See, this h, okay, they have given the distance, flight of 20 seconds, and the speed is also given, 432 km per hour. So this distance we can find out. Right, suppose this is BC. So distance BC will be equal to how much? will be time multiplied by velocity. Velocity 432. So 432, and we need into form of meter per second. So we have to multiply it by 5 by 18, right? We need to multiply by 5 by 18 here. So this is equal to 20 into, this is what? This is 18, 2, right? 18 to 2, 36, 7 and 4. So 120. So this is 2400, right? So we got BC length as 2400. So once we got BC length, we see what exactly we need. We need height. So in this triangle, suppose this is point D. So in triangle ADB, this is 60 degree. This is 60 degree. So can I say that tan 60 degree is equal to, this is 2400 and this is X. So tan 60 degree will be equal to how much? This will be equal to H divided by X. And in the other triangle, tan 30 degree will be equal to, this will be H divided by 2400 plus X. So we can find value of X from here. What is X? X is equal to H upon tan 60. Tan 60 is root 3. So X is H upon root 3. So replace here. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. H upon 2400 plus replace X with H upon root 3. I'm not going to do calculation. Rest is up to you. So after this, you see only H is there. So cross multiply it and you can find out value of H. Right? It is only about drawing that diagram precisely. That is all. Because once you can draw diagram properly, you can visualize all the right angle triangles, and just next thing we need to only write those T ratios from the unknowns and the between the knowns quantities. I hope it is clear. I hope it is all these examples are clear, and you are also simultaneously feeling that this section is literally the gifted section for you. You have to make it correct anyhow. Okay, so let's solve next one, guys. Two vertical poles are 150 meter apart and the height of one is 3 times that of the other. Okay, so let's draw it. So the distance between them is 150. If one is h, the other one is 3h. Okay, what is next? Right, this is h. If from the middle point of the line joining their feet, middle point of the line joining their feet, an observer finds the angle of elevation of their tops to be complementary, then the height of the shorter pole is. Okay, so the angle of elevation is complementary. So, like if this is, suppose this is theta, so this particular is 90 minus theta. The angle of elevation of both the towers are complementary. So if this is theta, this will be 90 minus theta. So that's all. And this is exactly midpoint. So this is 75, this is 75. That's all. Question now you just need to write those T ratios. So what is sine theta, guys? What is tan theta? Tan theta is here. Length total is 3h. Divide by 75. This is tan theta is equal to perpendicular is 3h, base is 75. Now what is tan 90 minus theta? Guys, tan 90 minus theta is equal to how much? This is h upon 75. H upon 75. So tan 90 minus theta will be equal to what? Cot theta. So cot theta is equal to h upon 75. So you will multiply these two. When you multiply these two, tan into cot will become 1, and we have 3h square is equal to 75 into 75. So h will be equal to under root of 25 into 25 into 3. So this will come out as 25 root 3. So answer will be option D. Easiest. You see, there is no twisting, turning of concepts. They give it as it is. Like there is no hi-fi funda used here. Draw the diagram, guys. That's all. If you are able to draw diagram properly, you are going to get it correct. Okay, let's solve the next one. The question is, two vertical poles A, B, C, D are standing apart on a horizontal ground with points A and C on the ground. P is the point of intersection of BC and AD, then height of P is. Okay, so this is the ground here, and vertical poles length are known. AB is 15. Let's say this is AB, and CD is 10. So here we have CD. CD is 10. So what are you saying? What is being intersected here? with points A and C on the ground. Okay. Points A and C on the ground. So this is A, this is C. Okay, this is D, and this is P. If P is the point of intersection of BC and AD, BC and AD, P is their point of intersection. Then the height of P above the line AC. So this height they're asking. Okay, they want us to find out that height H. So again, we have so many right angle triangles, so we'll write the result. This is known 15, this is 10. Suppose this is X and this is Y. Right, this is X, this is Y. So let's say this angle is alpha and this angle is beta. So what will be tan alpha? Tan alpha will be equal to H upon X. Like if you see in the triangle APE, and if you see in the triangle APE, in APE, tan alpha will be equal to H upon X. And then if you see in the triangle ADC, so tan alpha will be equal to 10, right? Tan alpha will be equal to this 10 divided by this base, which is X plus Y. So this is one relation we have. Then we can find out tan beta. What is tan beta? Tan beta there is equal to, one relation is H upon Y, equal to H upon Y equal to again 15 upon X plus Y, right? 15 upon X plus Y. Now if I divide these two, what I get? This XY, we'll get Y upon X, right? This Y will go in numerator, so this will be equal to 10 by 15. So we have X or Y in terms of X. So Y is equal to nothing but this is 2 by 3X. We got relation between Y and X. So what is it of use of? What exactly we are going to do with the information between Y and X? See guys, see, we need H, no? We can use it any relation. Use it here. So H upon X is equal to 10 upon X plus Y. So X plus, instead of Y I can write 2 by 3X. So H is equal to, this is 3 to 5, 3 to 5, 5 to 5X. So this is 2 and into 3. So H is equal to 6. 6 unit will be the answer. 6 meter. 6 meter is the answer. Clear? Again, this is 9th class. You had two right angle triangles. I wrote those tan ratios and I compared. I got the answer. This is how easy the problems are always going to be. Clear? Let's solve next one. Okay. So the angle of elevation of a cloud C from a point P. Okay, suppose this is base level. The angle of elevation of a cloud C from a point P 200 meter above a still lake is 30 degree. Okay. So this is point P, which is 200 meter above, and this is cloud C, right? And this is 200 meter above. And this angle of elevation is given, how much? Is 30 degree. 30 degree. Fine. If the angle of depression of the image of C in the lake from the point P is 60 degree. Now the angle of depression. So let's say this height is H. So this will be 200. Okay. Now this is lake. We want image. Guys, we want image of that cloud. So what is its total height? H plus 200. So like somewhere here we'll have height H plus 200, and this is the image of cloud. Now the angle of depression, how much is given? You see, if I join these two, what is this angle of depression? This angle of depression is given as how much? 60 degree. Is given as 60 degree. Then what do we want? Then the length PC. So this is P and this length C. So we want length PC. Clear? So basically we have to find H first. If we can find H, rest all will be known. See, we don't have this like this length known. So we can find out guys. See what we have to do. 60 degree. This is H plus 200. This is I. So in this triangle, suppose this length is X. Right? This length is X. So what is tan 60 degree? So tan 60 degree will be equal to perpendicular, which is H plus 400 divided by X. Right? Tan 60 is equal to H plus 400 divided by X. And what is tan 30 degree? tan 30 degree will be equal to h upon x, right? So if I divide these two, so tan 60 is root 3, so it will become 3. If I divide tan 60 is root 3, tan 30 is 1 upon root 3, so root 3 will go in numerator, it will become 3, and this h plus 400 divided by h will be there. So we have 2h, right? 3h. So 2h equal to 400, so we get h equal to 200. We have got value of h. Once we got value of h, we need PC, right? We need length of PC. So if we have h, no, what we can do? We can use sine 30. So what is sine 30 degrees? Sine 30 degrees perpendicular h divided by PC. So PC is equal to h into 2. So what exactly is that? 400. So the answer will be 400. Okay guys, so let's solve next problem now. The angle of elevation of the top of a hill from a point on the horizontal plane passing through the foot of the hill is found to be 45. Okay, so let's draw it. What is saying? The angle of elevation of the top of a hill from a point on the horizontal plane passing through the foot of the hill is found to be 45. So this angle is 45, right? This is 45 degree. It is known. What is next? After walking a distance of 80 meter towards the top, up a slope at an incline of 30 degree. See, this is important. That you are going to walk at an incline of 30 degree. Fine. So, if you walk at an incline of 30 degree, so something like this. And how much you are walking? 80. And this is 30 degree. The angle of elevation at the top of the hill becomes 75 degree. Okay, so from this point, okay, so from this point, the angle of elevation becomes 75 degree. Fine. And what we have to find out? Height of the hill is equal to. Excellent question. Like this is something different. Out of all the problems that we have done, this is slightly different. Like this we can consider the second variety in all the types that we have done. So see, this is 75 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree. So this is height h. Let's say this overall height will be h, right? This is 80 meter. So suppose this length is x and this length is y. So if this is x, fine. So this length will be h minus x, right? So this is h minus x. So we have so many terms here. So tan 30. What will be tan 30, guys? Tan 30 degree will be equal to y by x here. Tan 30 degrees y by x. And this x can be found out because you see, we see 80 meter. This hypotenuse is also known. This hypotenuse is known. It is 80 meter. So if you use the sine here, what will be sine 30? Guys, sine 30 degree will be equal to perpendicular y divided by hypotenuse, which is 80. So from here we get y is equal to 40. Excellent. We got value of y. Similarly, we can get value of x also. What will be x? Tan 30 is root 3, right? So x will be y upon root 3. So x will be 40 upon root 3, right? Because we have got y value. Y is 40. So if y is 40, x will be equal to y upon tan 30. So 40 upon root 3. So x and y are known. Now we can utilize that here. What is tan 75? You see tan 75. Tan 75, which is equal to root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1. This is what tan 75 is equal to. Tan 75 divided by cos 75. So root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1 is equal to how much? This is equal to this in length is y, right? This length is y here. So how much is this length? This length is h minus y. This length is h minus y. So this is equal to h minus y is already calculated. Y is 40. H minus 40 divided by this base, which is h minus x. H minus x, what is it? 40 by root 3. That's all. You need to only calculate this. You need to only do calculation for this. Your job is done. The answer that we had, the answer which was required is already derived from here. So simple. It was slightly different, But again, the only use we have here is the of diagram. So if you are drawing diagram properly, there is no way of doing it incorrectly. Clear? You can see now entire this is in one variable, so you can simplify it and you can find value of h. Just cross multiply, right? Everything is in terms of h. You can like rationalize it. This will become 2 plus root 3 and it will be easier to calculate. Clear, guys? So I hope the funda is getting clear. This only calculation, this calculation part in only this problem will take slight time, but in the other problems you have seen it is like 2-3 line solution. Okay, let's solve few more, guys. Let's solve few more. Let AD and BC be two vertical poles at A and B respectively on a horizontal ground. Okay, so let's draw the diagram. A and D are on horizontal diagram. AD is 8, AD is 8 and BC is 11. Fine, BC is 11. And AB is also given 10. Very nice. Then the distance of a point M from the point A says that distance of a point M on AB from the point A says that MD square, like MD square plus MC square is the minimum. Now this is also something new. MD square plus MC square is what? Minimum. Let's find out what is this MD square plus MC square. Guys, this is x. So this will be 10 minus x. Right? This is point some P. This point M, right? This is point M. Okay. So length M we take it x. So BM will be equal to 10 minus 6. So we have to find out minimum length of MD square plus MC square. Now, so what is MD square? Guys, MD square plus MC square will be simple expression in x. MD square will be equal to 64 plus x square. And what is MC square? MC square will be 10 minus x whole square plus 11 square. So we have a quadratic here. What is it? This is equal to 2x square, right? Minus 20x. This is minus 20x. Then plus 64 plus 100. 64 plus 100, 164. 164 and plus 121. Okay. So we have 164 plus 121. So this is 582. So this here is 285. Right. 64 plus x square is MD square. MC square will be equal to 10 minus x square, 11 square. This is it. Right. This is the value. Fine. So what we have to do, we have to find out its minimum value. So if I write this in perfect square form, so twice of this is x minus, if this will become 10. So x minus 5 whole square, right? This will be x square. This is 10, 20. So this is 50, right? So if I subtract 50 from here, it becomes 235. So if I put x equal to 5, this will be minimum, right? Because this is square. When is it going to be minimum? Square is going to be minimum when x is equal to 5. So if I put x equal to 5 here, minimum when this x becomes equal to 5. Right? So when it will be when this M is the midpoint, this is going to be the case of minima. Right? So the diagram was of height and distance type, but it is the concept of quadratic. Clear? And x equal to 5 is always like feasible here. Definitely it is feasible here. Clear? So I hope the funda is clear to you. Let's solve next one. Okay. So what is the question again here? Two vertical poles of heights 20 and 80 meters stand apart, plane. Enters the line joining the top of each pole to the foot of the other from this plane is. Okay, so the same question, guys, that we already did. This is 20, this is 80. This is the same question that we have done. This is length 20, 80. So we have to join their foots, and whatever is the point P, we need to find out this height h. So we already have solved such problems, so I'll only write the equation. Next you need to do here, like you will take this angle as alpha, this angle is beta, take this as x, this as y, and these are given 20 and 80. So what is tan alpha? Tan alpha here will be equal to how much? It will be h upon x. equal to 80 upon x plus y, right? And tan beta will be equal to h upon y equal to 20 upon x plus y. So you need to solve these two. Just divide them. So once you divide them, you get relation between x and y, and you realize that to find out value of, when you divide it, this you'll get it y by x equal to whatever. Again, put it back with similar question we have done. So I think you will not have any problem in solving problems like these. You see, this is repeating, and this is not just repeated twice. There has been multiple times. This is of 2019. In 2019, again, the other shift also the same problem was there. And there is very better chances that we'll have similar problems in 2022 also. Right? And this is what I am showing you, that these problems are redundant. The same type they're asking again and again. Right? And this is not difficult. This is in fact a gift. Fine. So let's continue for the next one. If it is similar, guys, I am going to leave it. Two poles standing on a horizontal ground are of heights 510. The line joining their tops makes an angle of 50 degrees with ground. Then the distance between their poles is. Yeah, I think this looks something different. Okay. Two poles standing on a horizontal ground are of height 5 and 10. This is 5 and the other one is of 10. The line joining their tops makes an angle 50 degree with the ground. Okay. So this angle is 15 degree. Fine. Then the distance between the poles is, so they are finding x, they want us to find x here. You see, this is again 9th class problem. This is x, this will be 5, this will be 5, right? They want x. What is tan 15? You see, tan 15 degree will be equal to 5 upon x. So x is equal to 5 upon tan 15 degree. And what is tan 15 degree? Tan 15 is root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1. This is not even a 2 rupees question. How simple is this? Just rationalize here. So root 3 plus 1, if you rationalize, root 3 plus 1, root 3 plus 1. So this will be 5 by 2 into. Right? If I rationalize here, root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1. So root 3 plus 1, root 3 plus 1. So it will be root 3 plus 1. It is, I think, 5 times. This will be 2 root 3 plus 4. So that is equal to 5 times root 3 plus 2. That's it. 5 times root 3 plus 2. This D option. Clear? This was so simple. This was like what easiest sum that we have done. There is nothing in it. Moving on. This was from 2019. Okay. So question is, ABC is a triangular park with AB AC equal to 100 meters. So AB AC. So this is a triangular park. So this is AB C. These two are 100. A vertical tower is situated at the midpoint of BC. Fine. Right? Vertical tower. Something like this. Vertical tower is situated at the midpoint of BC. If the angles of elevation of the top of the tower at A and B. Okay. So top of the tower elevations are given. Are cot inverse and cosine, then the height of the tower in meter is equal to. Okay, fine. So if you join this and you join this as well, right? So this will be 90 because this is out of the plane. I hope you can imagine this. This is out of the plane. Let me try to draw it again. Let me try to draw it again so that I can at least show you that. Okay. So this is A, this is B and C. Fine. The tower at A and B are. So from A and B, the angle of elevation is known. Okay, this is 100, AC is 100, AB is 100. Right? And at A and B. So from A, like if I join this, you can see this angle is going to be 90. I hope now you can clearly imagine it that it is out of the plane. Okay, so from this vertex A, like from this vertex A, this angle is known. This theta is known. What is given about this theta? That this is cot inverse 3 root 2. So cot theta is 3 root 2. This is known, guys. Cot theta is 3 root 2. Fine. Cot theta is 3 root 2. So what else? And from B also it is given. So from B, if I join, Okay, from B if I join, this will be 90, right? And this angle, so this is phi. So this cosec phi is known. Cosec phi is how much? Cosec phi is 2 root 2. This is the information given. What exactly we have to find out? The height of the tower. We need to find out this height h. Guys, we need to find out height h of the tower. So we have this 100 length given. This is 100. So how can we utilize this information? Okay, how can we utilize this information? AB and AC are equal, right? AB and AC are equal. So how can we utilize this information, guys? See, let's say this length here is h. Okay, so this is BC by 2 here. This is BC by 2. So here, what I can say, cosec phi is given, right? Cosec phi is given. So if it is cosec phi, I'm going to use here tan phi. So tan phi will be equal to h upon, let's say BC length is something A. BC length, this length is A here. So h upon A by 2. Correct? BC length is A by 2. Fine. So h will be equal to A by 2 times tan phi. Cosec phi is 2 root 2. Which is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so hypotenuse upon perpendicular. So tan phi will be equal to perpendicular divided by base. What is it? This is 8 minus 1 root 7. Right? Perpendicular is 1, hypotenuse is 2 root 2. So 2 root 2 is square minus 1, 8 minus 1 root 7. So this is height h from here. So what about the other one? Guys, what about the other one? In the other triangle, if I say, see, if I try to use it, like what will be this theta here? What will be this tan theta again? Right? This let's say this point is D. So what is tan theta again? So tan theta is going to be equal to AD. Tan theta is going to be equal to AD divided by AD. Tan theta will be H divided by AD. Mistake here. This is H divided by AD. H divided by AD. And what is that equal to? Tan theta. Cot theta is 3 root 2. So this is 1 upon 3 root 2. So length AD is 3 root 2 times H. Now how can we utilize these two information? We have AD length and we have A length known. How can we utilize length? How can we utilize it? So if you see this angle is 90 right here. Okay. So what we can do now? This AD square plus BD square is going to be equal to 100 square. Right? Because this is what? Isosceles triangle. So this will be at right angle. So AD square plus BD square 100 square. Now what is AD, guys? What is AD? AD is A by 2. Right? Sorry. AD length, this is AD 3 root 2 H. So 3 root 2 times H whole square plus what is length BD? BD, what is BD? BD is A by 2. So this A by 2 is nothing but root 7H. Root 7H whole square is equal to 100 square. Just solve it and you will have the value of H. Right? This is H upon A by 2. So if you simplify it, you will get value of H. So this was slightly different from the other problems. But again, once we have drawn the diagrams properly, everything we were able to visualize. Clear? Moving on. The angle of elevation of the top of a vertical tower standing on a horizontal plane is observed to be 45 degrees from a point. Let B be the point. Angle of elevation of the top of the tower B, then distance of the foot of the tower from. I think this same type of question we have been doing. So let's solve one more. So the angle of elevation of the top of the vertical tower standing on a horizontal plane. Okay. So this is given how much? 45 degree. Okay. Tower standing on a horizontal plane is observed to be 45 degree from point A on the plane. Let B be the point 30 meter vertically above the point A. So B is the point which is 30 meter vertically above the point A. Now the angle of the elevation of the top of the tower B is the top of the tower. This is tower here. B with 30 degree. So from this point B, guys, this is point B now. So from point B, the angle of elevation is given. This is 30 degree. Right? The angle of elevation is 30 degree. Then the distance of the foot of the tower from the point A is. We need to find out this HY. This is tan 45, right? This is 45. So these two lengths will be equal to H and H. AB, so let's say this is CDE, right? So CE and A will be equal because this is 45. Fine. So tan 30, this is 30 degree, this 30 meter, this distance is known, right? We have idea about this distance. This is 30 meter, nothing extra is known. So if this is 30 and this is 45, so how can we utilize this length 30 here? How are we going to utilize this length 30? So if I join this point here, okay, this is 45, this is 90 here, this is 30. So how can we utilize this length? This is 30 degree. So from here we have this H, right? We have tan 30, like this tan 30, and like if this is 30, this is 30, right? So this is H minus 30. This is H minus 30. So from here what we can say? Tan 30. Tan 30 degree will be equal to perpendicular, which is H minus 30, divide by base, which is H. Problem is over. This is H minus 30, right? This is H minus 30. This length is H minus 30. This length is H. So this is H by root 3 is equal to H minus 30. So H is going to be equal to, what is going to be H? H is going to be equal to minus 30 multiplied by, right? Or 30 multiplied by, this will be 1 minus 1 by root 3. Right? So 1 upon. So I think we can calculate now. This 30, this some rationalization is needed. So this is H is equal to root 3 times H minus 30 root 3. Right? So H will be equal to 30 root 3 divided by root 3 minus 1. So if you rationalize it, root 3 plus 1, root 3 plus 1, what is it? This is 2, 15. So 15 times 3 plus root 3. 15 times 3 plus root 3, A will be the correct answer. It's so simple here. Again, right, this is one of the simplest types of the problem which you will have in your JEE exam. Fine, let's keep solving, guys. We still have a few more to do. So the question here, consider a triangular plot ABC with sides AB, BC and CA given. Okay. So let's say this is a triangle. So this is okay, so let's draw it. Let's draw again. Okay. AB is 7, BC is 5. ABC. So AB is 7, BC is 5 and AC is 6 meter. What does it say? A vertical lamp post at the midpoint D of AC. D of AC. So from here, midpoint. So here at midpoint D of AC, 30 degree at B. So this one is subtending 30 degree at B. Right, this is out of the plane. I hope you can imagine that this is out of the plane. Okay, this is 30 degree, clear, and this is 7. Sorry, this is 30 degree, fine. The height of the lamp post is, so guys, let's say this is H. Okay, this is H, and this is what? This is some, this is a median here. The median, this length will be 3, CD will be 3, and this is this is 5. So to find H, what we can use? See, tan 30, guys, tan 30 will be simply equal to, here we have tan 30 degree equal to perpendicular H, perpendicular H divided by this base BD, this base BD. So somehow if we can find this median BD, our job will be done. So see, if you are preparing for advance, you might be remembering direct formula of median, right? BD, median, BD is the median. From JEE main, this is not like important. In fact, we can find it here. If you do slight hard work here, see, we'll use cosine rule. We'll use cosine rule in triangle ABDC and triangle ABC, right? If you use cosine rule in triangle BDC and triangle BAC, you will be able to find out this value of value of length BD. What I'm saying, see, in triangle BDC, what will be cos C? What will be cos C? Cos C will be equal to 5 square plus 3 square minus BD square divided by twice of 5 into 3. Right? Now in triangle ABC, if you find out cos C, because the angle is same, so from there if you find out cos C, what is it? Cos C will be equal to 6 square, the whole length 6 square plus 5 square minus 7 square divided by twice of 6 into 5. So if you equate them, you see the only variable is BD. So from there you can find BD and then you can put it back here. Right? Or I'll give you one more. I'll give you the direct result. The length BD. Now BD is the median from vertex B. This will be 1 by 2 of this is 2. This is 2a square plus 2c square minus b square. If you can remember this formula, that is also going to help you a lot. If you remember this formula, this is going to help you a lot. If not, then this is very simple to realize that we are basically using cosine rule in two different triangles. So you solve these two from these. If you equate these two, you'll get BD from here, and then you put BD here. You will have the length of BD, and then you will have length of H. Slightly calculative, but again manageable. Okay, moving on. So okay guys, now we'll be solving some SOT problems. Okay, now these are not PYQs, but you can expect similar questions in your exam also. Okay, so I've taken only a few questions, 7-8 questions, because again there is no point of putting too much effort for this chapter. This is again gift. Okay, so let's solve this. Triangle ABC, let's angle C is pi by 2. Okay, so angle C is pi by 2 guys. Angle C is pi by 2, ABC. So it is asking what is twice of R plus R. What is twice of R plus R? And that in terms of sides. So to find out twice of R plus R, you see R, this is length C, this is length B, this is length A. So R is what? C by 2. The circum radius is midpoint of hypotenuse in case of right angle triangle. So circum radius is C by 2. That we got. Now what is this in radius? To find out in radius, what we can use? See, we have the formula that R is equal to S minus C into tan C by 2. We had this direct formula. So this R will be equal to, or 2R will be equal to 2S minus 2C into tan C by 2 will be equal to 1 because C is 90 degree. So 2R is equal to, now 2S is A plus B plus C. So it is A plus B minus C. So what is 2R? 2R is C. So if you add it, 2R plus 2 small r, C will cancel out, it will be only A plus B. C will be the correct answer. Clear? The direct use of two results which we have used this result. So this is why it is important to remember those formulas. Otherwise, the calculation blindly without knowing these standard results will take time. Okay, let's solve next one. So the angle A of the triangle ABC in which A plus B plus C, B plus C minus A is equal to 3BC. So multiply it guys. So this is like B plus C plus A into B plus C minus A is equal to 3 times BC. So we can say this is B plus C whole square minus A square is equal to 3BC. Correct? So expand it. So B square C square plus 2BC minus A square is equal to 3BC. So we can write it again, B square C square minus A square divided by BC plus 2 is equal to 3. Right? So B square C square minus A square divided by BC. Now again what we can do? We can divide by 2 here. Or what is it? What is it guys? This is basically 2 cos A. So 2 cos A will be equal to 3 minus 2, 1. So cos A is equal to 1 upon 2. If cos A is half, what will be angle A? You see angle A will be equal to 60 degree. The C is the correct answer for you. C, the 60 degree will be the correct answer. Clear? Let's solve next. So triangle ABC, B plus C is 3A. Then cot B by 2 into cot C by 2 has the value. So we'll use B plus C 3A later on. First let's see cot B by 2, cot C by 2. So what is tan B by 2? Guys, what is tan B by 2? Tan B by 2 is S minus A, S minus C divided by S into S minus B. This is tan B by 2 in terms of half angle. Then cot C by 2. What is value of tan C by 2? This is equal to S minus A, S minus B, S into S minus C. So if I multiply these two, what is happening? So tan B by 2 into tan C by 2. If I multiply these two guys, what will happen? What is going to happen? You see, S minus A, S minus B, what will cancel out? If I multiply these two, so this is S minus A, S minus C, S minus A again, S minus B, divide by S square into S minus C, S minus B. So this cancels out. So we have clearly S minus A upon S, S minus A upon S, which we can further write 2S minus 2A divided by 2S. Now 2S minus 2A is equal to what? 2S minus 2A. 2S is equal to, or guys, we can find out S in terms of A also. How? B plus C is given 3A. So what is 2S? 2S is A plus B plus C. B plus C is given 3A, so 2S is equal to 4A. So we can replace 2S equal to 4A here. So 4A minus 2A divided by 4A. That is the 1 upon 2. So it will be 2:1 because we have to find out. Okay, so this is reciprocal that we want. This will be 2. Clear? So I hope it is clear. And again the direct formula has been used here. Fine. Let's solve next one. Triangle ABC is right angled at B, then the in radius is. So I think we already have used it. What is R? Small r will be equal to S minus A times tan B, S minus B times, because it is right angle at B. So we'll use this formula, tan B by 2. So it is equal to only S minus B, right? And what is this? S is AB plus AC plus BC minus B side AC divided by 2. This divided by 2, right? So this will be AB plus BC minus AC divided by 2. So AB plus BC minus AC divided by 2. That is the result. You see, again, by looking at the question, it looked like that it is going to take time. But again, if you are aware of the results, no, this is not going to take more than like 10 seconds ever. These type of questions. Let's solve few more. So delta is given, tan A is being asked. So see, A square B minus C square is given, tan A is being asked. Delta, guys, what is delta? This is, if you write it properly, this will be A plus B minus C into A plus C minus B, right? This is what you'll have. So this is delta is equal to, can I say that this is 2S minus 2C into 2S minus 2B. So I have delta is equal to 4 times S minus B into S minus C. So I get S minus B into S minus C divided by delta is equal to 1 upon 4. And what is it? This is the half angle formula. This is the half angle formula for tan A by 2. So we get tan A by 2 is equal to 1 by 4. What do they want? They want tan A. So guys, what will be tan A? It will be equal to 2 tan A by 2. 2 tan A by 2 upon 1 minus tan square. What is it? This is 15. So this will be equal to 8 by 15. Clear? So again, you have to have the knowledge of this result. You have to have the knowledge of this result, that this is equal to tan A by 2. Only about using the result, right? Utilizing all those formulas that we have done. You are going to use them in the problems. Okay. The equation x square bx plus c, where a, b, c are sides of triangle, and the equation have a common root, then angle c. You see how simple is this? This is what? This is having negative discriminant. D is negative. So discriminant is negative. What does it mean? All the coefficient will be proportional. Or we can write that a will be a upon 1 is equal to b upon root 2 is equal to c upon 1. Then the angle c in degrees. So you can find out that this is equal to k. What is cos c? Angle c. Cos c will be equal to b square, 2k square, a square minus c square divide by twice of a into b. So this is 2 is root 2. right? So cos C is equal to, this is 2k square, 1 upon root 2. So angle C will be equal to pi by 4 or 45 degree. That's all. So let PQR be a triangle of area delta with A, B, C given, where A, B, and C are the length of the sides. Then 2 sin P, sin 2P, sin 2P. So you just need to expand, guys. This is 2 sin P minus sin 2P. We'll write 2 sin P cos P. Divide by, this is 2 sin P plus 2 sin P cos P. Just take terms common. So it will be 1 minus cos P divided by 1 plus cos P. So 1 minus cos P will be equal to 2 sin square P by 2, and this will be 2 cos square P by 2. That is equal to tan square P by 2. So once you get tan square P by 2, you see all sides are given. So the best way will be to utilize the formula in terms of S, the half angle formula. So tan P by 2. Now tan P by 2 is in terms of what? Tan P by 2, P is of for side A, right? So basically this is tan square A by 2. So what is it? Tan square A by 2. So that will be equal to S minus B, S minus C divided by S into S minus A. And everything you have here. You have all the sides known, you can find out. This is a JEE question, right? And similar easy problems you can have in your JEE main exam also. Fine. So that is it for today, guys. Again, this was one of the easiest session ever which I have taken. Like if you compare with the other other chapters, this was the simplest. This was the collection of simplest problem because they ask such easy questions in exam. Okay, so in next lecture I'll be coming up with binomial. Now those chapters are starting where many students they feel like they are not good at. So watch all the remaining upcoming sessions also. I want full participation, and as I can see, there are views in millions of these videos, like 0.0001 million, right? So I expect that some more millions will be added in these views, and that's all. So we'll meet in next lecture. Till then, keep learning. All the best.